One thing we specialize in is buyout negotiations. A buyout is where we come to an agreement with a tenant to pay them so that they voluntarily vacate a rental unit. This is especially useful in a situation where the tenant has done nothing wrong. They're paid up on their rent, they're doing what their lease says, but for some reason we need the unit back. This is a great time for a buyout. In San Francisco, before we can start negotiating, first we have to provide a disclosure and then register with the rent board. Be very careful. Even if the tenant initiates the buyout communication with you, until you provide the disclosure and register with the rent board, you cannot engage with them. If a tenant does approach you about a buyout, that's a great time to call us. Once we get the registration and disclosure out of the way, then we can start negotiating. There are no set rules about how much or how long. Those are all up for negotiation. We work together until we can come to an agreement on the dollar and the date. Then we go ahead and memorialize it in a written agreement. Once we have the written agreement, then we count down until the owner or landlord recovers possession. When the day comes, the tenant gets their check, the owner gets the unit, and best of all, everyone's happy. Some of the advantages of a buyout are its flexibility. We can pick a short amount of time, a long amount of time. We also have flexibility on the dollar amount. Another advantage on the buyout is the emotional advantage. This is not an eviction. This is an agreement that everybody is on board with. That way, at the end of the process, the tenant's happy, the owner's happy, and the owner has recovery of the unit. Very often I'll have people call and ask, the tenant's attorney approached me about a buyout. Do I need an attorney? The answer is absolutely yes. Buyouts can be complex and the money involved can become substantial. It's important that you have an experienced professional to help you navigate the process in order for you to get the best deal in terms of not only the dollar, but the date. Buyouts are one of my favorite areas of the practice. It really enables us to make a big difference without resorting to litigation. Typically, that is much more cost effective for the landlord.